All right, so let's go ahead and take a couple of nice big deep breaths. As you take these nice deep breaths, go ahead and pat the top of your head, pat your shoulders, pat your chest, say hello to your belly. Go ahead and rub your legs, maybe even touch your toes. Just feel your full body. Feel yourself embodied in your full body. Do what you can to take a couple breaths and calibrate yourself into center. Have you gotten off of center? You're noticing, is there anyone else in your space? Just giving yourself the opportunity to take a couple nice, big, deep breaths. And take some inventory. Just simply notice what you notice. Maybe you even want to readjust or get a glass of water. Make sure that your journal is sitting right next to you so that if anything comes up, you can write it down. There's a beautiful song that I've connected with in the last week that I want to share with you to also set the tone and set the theme for this call. It's so beautiful because, as we know, with the new moon, it is a time to activate. So we're activating timelines, but also with the current currency in the air, I'm also just picking up on a desire to hunker down, a desire to go within and really become clear with the intention of the next several steps of your journey. And we want to make sure, also setting the intention in this call, to set a prayer through the light code transmissions that will be coming through, that we are going to be creating from a place of wholeness, that no actions or motivations are going to be coming from a place of woundedness or pain. Rather, it's going to come from our wholeness, our power, our pure innocence that is fully aligned with our intention and our reason for being here as an emanation of source embodied. And so the song is this. And it's all okay, and it's all right, 'cause love will find a way to be what love is. And so this concept, this connection, this sensation that love will find a way to be what love is. Allowing yourself to remember truly, purely, madly, deeply, that at the very core of your existence is unconditional love. And no matter the tides that have taken place between you and another person, or you and other people, or other people and you, or another person and you, that love will always find a way to be what love is. That there's a magic in this verse, there's a magic in this combination of words. that for me, I've been able to find a beautiful space of divine reverence and divine solitude in being able to fully, fully, fully trust the unknown. So go ahead and check in with yourself, and where are you grasping for information about what's to come? Where are you pushing and pulling yourself and creating internal tension to know what is on the road ahead? Giving yourself an opportunity to breathe in deeply. Feeling these sensations from the inside of your own heart. Honoring your transparency with yourself. Any sensation of grasping or force or control comes from an unresolved wound that creates an attachment style with people, places, and things. And you can find your power, your true 0 point power, in the neutrality of magnetism. Ikiawa sutukupua atani iawa. Pua utani iawa pu ukua aka satatake kawapo. Sotokotake kotokawapo kotakikupu awapo sataniawa uapu akayawa ataniawa. Ia sakayawa uakua sa ukutukutake uapu ukutaniawa. Iawapo taniawa iawapu kuputani iawapu utuniawa uapotekeawa iawa. And feel what you feel. I want to be clear with you and transparent that some of the prayers that are coming through in this is helping to release family attachments. So if you're ready to release family attachments, go ahead and place your palms face up. I do believe in consent, even in this space. Obviously, the magic of the light codes is extraordinarily powerful. And I myself, in this last year, have had a lot of back and forth with the push pull of my family attachments, of being on the other side of the world through a crazy year. And recently, in the last week, I felt a big, giant, massive, huge cord that was attaching me to my family, my physical family here in this world. I felt it come out, and I realized how much it was holding me back. And my grip to that as a safety, as a known, as a familiar, of something I could always go back to. And the truth is, my family will always be my family, and my family will always be there. My truth is also that I have an extraordinary life path, some may say mission, here in this world, to be in a great role of service. And this is the thing about attachment. is that when you release the attachment, it's similar to forgiveness. It's that you let go of the war, the tug of war that goes back and forth. Sometimes there's really nice energy going back and forth. Sometimes there's really not nice energy going back and forth through this cord. So if you're unconscious to these cords, because that's what attachments are, you're not always fully present with the energy that's coming in and out and through your body. But on some level, it's inspiring different action and different behavior. Iawa po toko ai sataniawa, iawa po okua uataniawa. Iki aki awa po to teke awa po taniawa, ayawa so toke awa po ukua. Iki ataniawa ua po akayawa usuko toke po koteke awa po koa taniawa, ayawa po koa. Po sataniawa, ayo 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 no 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 po po ko te te to te to te ko te ni ki o ko te te ni ki ki ya te te ki te te to te ko po ko te ka wa pa. Pupukai tau ko tukri ko tukri pa ko po ko ko ka te ko te ko wa su ko te ka na na shu ne wa po po ke te wa papai wa ya ko te ke wa ya se ni ki wa po shu te ke to ko te wa po ko te ko te te ko te wa po po ka ko wa po ha kai wa. Feels that the dreams that I had last night are being confirmed in the light codes. What I'm experiencing, you might be experiencing this as well. But what I'm experiencing is that there's actually a different dialect of light codes streaming through me today, which feels that I'm channeling more the codes, the frequencies that are here on this island. There are a lot of people here that channel Arcturians. So simply saying hello to that. Definitely feeling the resonance with the new energy. So I'll give all of us a moment to just simply feel into that. Feel into the newness of it. And acknowledge any resistance or fear that you might have with this. Sometimes when I have new energies coming into my world, I battle and resist, and I want to interview and I want to go through this whole process of, are they trying to take me over? Or, I want to make sure that it's a clear space and that my boundaries are being honored, while simultaneously, I know that in my intuition and my heart, there's already movement being made in this direction. It's just simply my head that is creating the constriction or the resistance. And I'm sharing this with you as my experience, because I think eventually at some point you will be crossing these thresholds for yourself as well. So I hope that the value in this talk now, this connection now, keeps giving throughout the next year and probably even more. Aisiko wapua yatani ia wapoko usutani ioko poko kakatatikiawa. There's a connection to the Council of Elders being made. Ituko apoko tania waiwa oko poya tania. I am offering a connection to them as a representative of the Syrian nation and the Star Nation through the Hathor lineage. Ituko apoko tania wa apoko kokotani kiawa. They're telling me that they are recognizing my channel. That they are seeing and know who I am, that they're recognizing. They have been waiting for me to arrive. And they are very gracious and recognizing, ha ha ha, now we're giggling around the human fear of this resistance. Ha 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 ha. Yoko tsototeke wa pokua atani wa ua poko kukotani wa iwa pokua satani wa ua pa i haki wa ua sototoke tukutike korata tututa tututa pata kutike wa popo 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 tukutike ro tukutike ro yotake tukutike tukutute tukutute wa popo popo kita tukutike tukutute popo tukutike wa popo popo kita tukutike popo popo tukutike wa popo Showing me the plan. Showing me the plan for Lombongan, this island that I have been called to. I started having visions about this before I came to Lombongan, and now they're confirming where they were coming from and how those visions were coming to place. The visions came to me through another meditation that I was doing with another woman that speaks light codes. And I was shown a boardroom. Some of you have heard me talk about that ever since I was a little girl. I've always seen myself in boardrooms. Growing up, I've always seen myself in basically rooms where there is a council of people making big decisions that are going to influence an extraordinary amount of people. I started seeing these visions of people wearing robes made of like a 0-point fabric, which I have now met people here on this island that have that 0-point material. It's called tachyon. A lot of people here are wearing those crystals and are wearing the outfits. So it's actually not wearing the outfits, but they have the fabric. I don't know if the fabric has been made yet, but they have the little discs and things that you can step into and wearing them and keeping the 0-point field, that 0-point neutrality, neutral energy here. Soto kaya wa puko tate kaya wa poia wa puko tate kuto kaya wa sasani iya wa puko aya kaya to kaya wa puko kaya wa puko they're showing me my role in being a communicator of the Syrian Star Nation with the Council of Elders that are here for the Arcturian Star Nation. They're helping me to recognize that there is an oversoul dynamic playing out here with a few of the people that are here on the island. Showing me why we have the people that we have here on the call are on the call, and why it is a small group today here live. And probably a small group that will listen to this recording after, and the specifics of that are one, that you're ready for this information, that it is here on this planet, that there are things moving in this direction, and that it is important for you to be aware of and know this. Those of you that are hearing this call are going to start experiencing accelerated growth. And they're showing me that the more that you can surrender will make it the easier the experience will be. And of course, purifying the diet to make this transition very gentle and very graceful. Ia wapoto takea tani ya wapoko atuko takea wa iwa satania wa wapoko apoko apoko apoko. Ia tonia wapua akaya wa atania wa sutu puku puku puku. Aya tania wa ya wapua o akaya wa tunia wa ya wapoto ya wa sakaya. So kaya wapoko poko poko satania wapu aya iya wapu o tata tatake wapu totoke. To address some of the fear that may be coming up or any resistance, they're showing me the images. They're actually showing me the end of Avatar, where Sigourney Weaver's character ends up passing. And she dies and is fertilized and buried back with Awa. And then they're also showing me the character with Jake, where he's able to fully integrate into his avatar self. So some of us have received our soul names, and if you haven't yet, you will. But for some of us that have received the soul names and have been having that experience of walking in the middle ground, the in between, between who you have been and the name, the identity that you are going by now, there's a really powerful space in that in between where you recognize that you are not your name. You are not the vibration of the name. You are not the egoic identity that comes with the name. In fact, you are the void. You are the 0 point. You are the space in between that has no name, that is connected to the universal wholeness, the oneness of all that is. The identification, the frequency of the name is a powerful place and a powerful key to understand. But the name itself that comes through you and comes to you is a marker, it is a vibrational frequency, it is a key that will start to bring you into unison and into alignment with those that you are meant to meet with in this world that are also vibrating at that frequency. There will be more and more and more of you as more continue to wake up and remember who they were before coming into this world, into this planet. We want to remind you that your higher self is very cute when you see it as an emanation of yourself outside of your physical body. We want to remind you that your higher self is much more vast than you could potentially comprehend with your human mind. The human mind is limited into its ability to be able to comprehend the vastness of the universe and even the vastness of your full expression in your embodiment outside of human form. The more that you allow yourself to fully connect into this is very similar to the world of Avatar. Very similar to the world that you are recognizing that there is a part of you that is controlling the body, and there is a part of you also that is receiving information from the higher self that's going back and documenting and transcribing the experiences that are there, that it is extraordinarily important for you to continue to take care of this physical human body, that it is important not to neglect this, as it is quite easy to do so when you start focusing so much on spirit. But we want you to remember that the physical human body is an extraordinary piece of art, and it will give you signals and tell you certain things of where it is that you are on your adventure that are going to open you up into a new state of being and a new state of presence with how you're able to hold the frequency of not only your higher self, but the information and the codes that will be streaming through you from the Star Nation, the family of light, the Galactic Council. There are many different star families and star tribes that are here to help this planet at this time. We want you to be aware that you are a part of this transmission. You are a part of this experience. Your embodiment here in human form is not by accident. It's not by coincidence. And you are not hearing this message for any other reason other than it is the time now for you to be able to experience more of your wholeness in the fullest extent of your life experience here embodied on this planet. Yawa yaka upua yawa sotoke yawa awa pokua tatani yawa iki awa putuke yawa putuni yawa awa satani yawa pokua iki awa sotoke yawa yawa pokua antani yawa awa poka yawa satani yawa putuke yawa Yawa putuke yawa pu satatuke yawa pu kuatani yawa pu kayawa pu satani yawa ikia kya katutuke yawa pu kuatani yawa. There is no need to rush this process by any means. All information that is necessary for you to know and for you to integrate will be given to you at exactly the right time, at exactly the right place. That you are experiencing this particular transmission at this particular time, knowing that there will be some large shifts that take place in your life. Some of them will feel and be quite unexpected, and some of them will shift you into a completely new state of awareness with your own energetic being and what is moving through your body. You are doing an extraordinary job. We want you to know that you are completely safe and absolutely protected in all forms of your next endeavors. You are operating in a different dimension. You are learning how to exist in the fifth dimension more often than you have been experiencing the third dimension. When you are operating in the fifth dimension, and this is what Sitara has talked about when she has explained to you that you have been able to move into the fifth dimension with your body. This is the key that we are speaking to. The key is that you are elevating your cellular vibratory frequency in such a way that you are ascending the physical body into the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension and third dimension, including the fourth, are beginning to merge and separate and merge and separate and merge and separate. This is the expansion and contraction of the separation of the old earth and the new earth. The separation has started, the separation has begun. At this point in the journey, what is going to start taking place is that there will be more people bringing you new information, and there will be more people coming to you for new information. Focus on what your role is. When you start to tap into too much of the collective, it will have a tendency to bring your vibration down and ultimately start pulling you out of the 5D frequencies until you have fully stabilized yourself into the new earth. Yes, this is currently already happening. There are beings that are living in their physical bodies, fully conscious and fully aware of their ability to traverse and move through multiple dimensions in this earth suit. It does take a particular sense of clarity and purity inside of the human form for this to work as easily and seamlessly as it can. Eating as much whole fruits and vegetables is what is highly recommended. And fasting to help your body release dense particles, dense emotions, dense energy that is not coming with you, or will make the transition a bit more bumpy. Yawa pukua satania wa pukua kakatete ko potekete ko papa potekete ko papa poka 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 papa poka tete ko papa papa kato tapo tokate ko Yawata popoga sa kuku kute wa yawa yawata wapu kupu tuku po wapa popokaya wa. Yasatoni awa yawa po kuwa. Ikiata tekewa, ikiata tekewa. Ikiata tekewa puku teke popo tekepoa. Ikiawa ya satani iawa pokoa ya satani ikiawa po suata tekeya. Ia kawapo kuatania wapo pokaya wa satatike wapua. Breathing into the internal divinity of your own light. Surrendering to remember who you are. And who you are in your light body form may impress you. It may surprise you. You might go, wow. Because the amount of work that you have done to get yourself into this point is extraordinary. Yawa tokopoa yawa tani yawa uapuku apuku apuku apukua. Iawa ya satani yawa uapuku tutukewa tutukewa tutukewa. Totuku tuku 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 Putukeawa sayataniawa uapua kuapua kuapua kuapua. Breathe in, release, allow. 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 Just feel yourself and focus on the absolutely most incredible thing that's going on in your life right now. What is the absolute most incredible thing that is going on in your life right now? Give yourself spaciousness and grace. To honor your true illuminated form. And go ahead and scan in your field where you have energy leaking. Go ahead and give yourself the information or the prompt to seal up and heal those energy leaks. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Open yourself to the field of possibilities that go beyond what you have seen in front of you. Honoring the power, the prowess, the illumination, and the forgiveness. And just feel yourself as you feel energy moving through your body. And just simply do your best to continue to soften honoring the power center that is the core of your experience. Puku atani wa puku asatani yawa poaya hakaya. Yawa puku koko 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 koko. Puku koko 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 yawa poaya hakaya. Ituku poaya wa satani yawa puku hakaya wa hakaya. Yaya wa tukua. Yaya wa tukua. Yaya wa tukua pua kiawa. Yaya wa poaya wa kaya. Itakia wa poaya. Yawaya tania wa puakua. Ia wa puakua tania. Iawaya. Yawa pukua tatake. Yawa pututuke. Yawa pututuke. Yawa pututuke. Yawa pututuke kuaya. So go ahead and take a focused look at competition. We are trained and programmed to compete with one another from such an early age. Competition is something that is a beautiful thing and can continue to encourage each and every one of us to become a better version of ourselves. And yet when we are competing with each other subconsciously out of insecure doubts, creates a toxic pattern and a toxic loop internally. So saying hello to that, to recognize any patterns of competition, any patterns of not seeing oneself clearly. Honoring and honing in the spark of divine light. Breathing in power, breathing in beauty, breathing in illumination. Shoshakatukutrayo, Shokatakakutupoka, Pokotukupoka, Patanikiawa, Sushitaketukutukupo, Ayawasotokeawa, Ikapoko, Kakatakatukutupoko. Again, reminding the mind to take a break, the mind to take a rest so that you can simply feel. Just give yourself the opportunity to tap into what particular dynamics, what particular patterns are you currently engaging in, that when you zoom out to the bigger field of your highest self, your full activated light body, these human patterns and these human behaviors can become rather petty, can become rather menial. Yani yani awapua, yani yani awapua, yani yani awapua, yani yani awapua, yato toke awa yatani awa, yaya yani awapoko apoko ayakatani awa oko atatake awa. Iko wapo, uku aya. Allowing yourself to be completely enveloped in your own white light. This is not the same white light protection energy. This is the pure frequency of source consciousness activating in your field. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Your transformation in this human existence is absolute, meaning it will occur. There is nothing you can do to stop it, although there are things that you can do and are doing that are making it harder than it needs to be. Take inventory right now of what some of those things are. And understand that your Star Nation family can help repair any and all physical ailments, patterns and cycles of abuse that have created personality disorders or dysfunctions. That all can be resolved as you continue to give yourself the opportunity to feel and feel and feel and feel and feel and feel and feel. To feel is your own superpower. To feel is your own divine light. To feel is your own divine lineage. You are stepping into extraordinary illumination. Allow this to be. Allow this to take place and allow this to be. And breathe. And breathe. And surrender. Let go. And forgive any and all parts of you that are still attached to cycles of dysfunction or patterns of abuse. As you're in this extraordinarily high, potent vibration, go ahead and bring this 0 point energy of complete neutrality and unconditional compassion to those parts of you. As you give yourself permission to set yourself free. And for some of us, our connections to our family are attached to these cycles of abuse. So when you release these cycles of abuse, it releases attachments to the family unit, which is why they are so hardwired. Because the emotional body is so deeply programmed to stay connected to what it knows. And that's okay. And we are upgrading the system today. And it's okay to listen to this again, to upgrade the system again, to fully resolve those patterns within yourself. So that you no longer attract people in love, in friendship, or in business and otherwise into your world that help you to reenact and break those patterns. We are getting ahead of these agreements now by neutralizing these attachments, neutralizing these agreements, bringing them into absolute present time and full connection with your absolutely incredible, stunning, extraordinary light being. And breathe. Give yourself a moment of release. As you stabilize and calibrate to this new frequency, increasing the baseline of your own foundation, that this is your new calibrated attunement. All that is set up in your world and all that is activated in your world is going to continue to lead you in a new line of trajectory. It's going to unfold with extraordinary grace and wisdom. And again, just continue to breathe. Let yourself drift if you need to drift. And breathe. Know that you are coming fully into alignment. With your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health and well-being in all ways. As all aspects of you fully align into the present moment, magic and extraordinary miracles start to occur. And so breathe. And so breathe. And so breathe. And so breathe. Acknowledge the tenderness and the gentleness of your own senses. That in and of itself, your senses, smell, taste, touch, sight, is all also part of the illusion. The core of your life experience is within. And so, my sweet loves, with that, we'll go ahead and ease into the closing prayer. I do encourage you to take this time to be with yourself, to journal, to sit, to lay, to honor your body and whatever it was that came through today. So taking a couple nice deep breaths. As we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our connection here today is complete. Like I said, I highly suggest that you journal as much as you can. Step away from this and immediately start writing. And with that, I absolutely love you. I appreciate you so much. And